Welcome to the Battlerite, what the tutorial did not teach you. Now I've jumped into training mode, which the tutorial did not tell you about. It's this simple mode where it will simulate, basically you can train, lines up targets, has this nifty button here, the debug menu. You can activate infinite energy, no cooldowns, you can easily swap champions, and you can choose your battle rights. The training mode is very useful for trying to get a handle on any character that you haven't played before. For example, I've only ever tried Jade, Varesh, Pearl, and Ashka before. I haven't played any of the other characters, and I didn't mean to close that, I'm going to close this. So being able to go in and switch back and forth between different champions and looking at their battle rights is very useful for being able to learn the game. The second thing that the Battlerite tutorial did not tell you, the orb in the center and the yellow and orange orb pickups. You can break the orb in the center, just like that. It has 50 hit points, and upon breaking delivers, I believe it's 25 energy per champ, but in that case, since I'm the only one in this area, well, in the training, it awards you with 50, pushing you all the way up to halfway towards most of your abilities. The small energy orbs here grant you 8. Quite simple, it's just a pickup of 8. Now I'm taking damage here to issue a point. I'm gonna need to take a bit more damage actually. Now if you look, my current health is at 120 HP, and as you can see there's a little blacked out area that if I had a healer would cap out at my health. Although Jade stores up to 210 HP, upon taking too much damage your max cap will actually decrease to a certain point. But upon collecting the green health orbs, which grant you 12 HP, it slightly pushes it forward, as you can see. So by collecting the green health orbs, you can get up back to that full health. The orb also grants HP. It grants a lot more HP than the green health orbs, and it also significantly boosts this area that can be healed. Now the third thing that Battlerite tutorial didn't teach you is the EX abilities. By holding shift, you have access to, I'm pretty sure every character, 2 EX abilities. On Jade, it's your right click and her Q, which is a pretty quick 12 damage root. And her Q is Smoke Veil, which is much more powerful than... It doesn't actually turn you invisible like I thought, which I find strange. Her Q like that, stealth, means it's perfect stealth in this game. You cannot be seen unless you deal damage, while the EXQ makes you and everyone around you, allies, immaterial and not stealth. The difference is that stealth means you cannot be seen. You can still take damage, while immaterial is you can be seen but you cannot take damage, but you can deal damage just by doing this and shooting. You can see it's still taking damage. While in stealth, you can still shoot, but if I come over here to the thing that shoots you and go stealth, I'm still taking damage. But if I'm immaterial, it goes right through you. The next thing we're looking into is counter state. I've jumped onto, what's his name, Rook, to show this off. And if you look at his Q ability, it says counter the next melee or projectile attack. Many characters have this type of counter ability, but for Rook, it's counter the next. So watch this. Oh, I missed that. Bad. Hold on. No cooldowns, infinite energy. What it's going to do is counter the next ability and enter Berserk Rage when successfully countered. So if I go over here, it's going to shoot, I counter, I'm now invincible and into Berserk. Many different characters have that kind of ability. Let's see, I believe Shifu has one similarly. Let him load in. His is Kunju, also on the Q ability. Countered, and I go behind and immaterial. The counter ability is very powerful for turning the tide of battle. because as you can see, by blocking an ability, especially with one such as him, it puts me behind an immaterial, allowing me to dish free damage without any type of retaliation until the effect ends. And the final thing that Battlerite tutorial did not teach you is ability cancelling. If you enter trance, you cannot move. Many abilities can also be channeled, which do not allow you to move. Quickly switching back to Jade, for example, if I start channeling my ultimate, I cannot move, I am rooted in place. But using the C ability, by default, you can break it out quite simply, and it puts your ability on a 1 second cooldown. Now, talking about ultimates, they already have a 1 second cooldown that's based upon the 100 energy spending to be used. Now, in the options, it can also be enabled that walking will break you out of it, but that has to be enabled. It is off by default, leaving clicking C the default way to breaking out of any animation.